Looking at the buy price action, the 4-hour chart, you discover that the market come down into this very level of important support that we're expecting. But the question is, if you look at this very zone right now, there is no volume on this very chart. So will the market from this very area move upward and come back down again? And if you look at the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, is discover that the market moved down a little bit at this very point, and we're supposed to see the market move from here all the way to the upside, but we are seeing a very dull momentum on the price action right now. And we know that since this is already weakened, will the market still move up into this very area of $88,000? All of this and many more in this very video. So pay attention and watch the video all the way to the very end. If you look at the buy price action, market is at this very point. And one thing that is very, very important on this price action is the fact that there is a dull momentum. There is no significant volume on this very price action, because if you look at it, if market dump into this very point and move up a little bit and then come back down, they not move to the previous low, because the previous low is at this very point. And right now we are seeing some bullish candles but no momentum. It means something is wrong with this very market moving all the way to the upside and then possibly hit our target. That is why there is a problem on this very chart right here. So if you are taking a trade to the upside from this very point and thinking the market is going to come into this very price level of 0.75, then the market may not move straight into this very area, because we are not seeing momentum within this very price region, this very area where we're seeing consolidation right now. Because if market should move upwards significantly, then we should be seeing significant bullish candle, which shows that there is significant buy volume or momentum in the market. But what we are seeing is very different. Therefore, what I am looking at is very, very different. If you are taking a trade from this very area where the market is right now upward, then you need to pay attention to this very point right now. Pay attention to this very area. I will want the market to break out on this very level of resistance where we see this candle move into and then come back down a little bit, this very area. So market should move upward, okay, and break out on this level of resistance. If I see that, I might consider taking a trade. And if I take a trade, I will drop it in the Telegram channel. Okay, so join right now. It is a free channel. The link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. Join. And if we take a trade after this very breakout, I am not expecting the market to move all the way to this very point anymore, because there is lack of momentum. That means market can break out from here and move a little bit before the next move all the way to the downside. And if you look at it, there is an important area of interest right here as well. That is why I am changing the market moving from here all the way to the upside, because that is what I was expecting before. But right now, I am changing that perspective and looking at the market move up still. If we see a breakout here and come into this very area of interest, so there is a point of interest right at this very point. Okay, this very point of interest is where I am expecting the market to move into. If we see a breakout on this very level of important resistance, move here and then come back down, that means you should expect the market to move from this very point into this very area and then continuation to the downside. This is what you must have to pay attention to right now on the Pi USDT 4-hour chart. This market right here does not have momentum at all. There is no buy pressure, and therefore market don't have that capacity to move all the way from here into this very area. So what that also translates into is that if I see a breakout here, what I would do is to take a trade, but my risk reward will be very, very small. And my stop loss as well will be very, very tight, so that I can have at least 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. That is after a breakout on this very spike right here of 0.63. Okay, this very price level of 0.63, which is very, very important in the market right now. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now. Don't just jump into taking a trade on pi for the market to move upward. Market can move upward, but we know that it's already weakened, and on weekend days, most of the time, markets don't just break out. And even though we see a breakout, that breakout can be a false breakout, and market will continue all the way to the downside on weekend days. If we were on Monday or Tuesday and we see a breakout here, I could have said the market is going to move upward because it's within the weekdays. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now to be in the right direction of the market. And this is my personal opinion. This is what I am seeing on the price action based on the interpretation of this very chart that I am seeing right now. If you look at the Bitcoin price action, you discover that market is having a lot of dull momentum within this very area. We are in a position from this very point right here, okay, moving upward, but market is still within that very area where we enter this very trade, and it's not looking nice because by now we should have seen the market move into this very area. At least we should see a breakout above this very point of 86.4k right at this very area. But what we are seeing is market moving upward, coming into our entry, moving upward, coming to our entry, which is not very, very favorable right now. So expect the market to have that capacity of coming back to the downside on the Bitcoin price chart. And right now, as you can see, market tend to move upward, but with a very dull momentum. What I am now expecting on the Bitcoin price action for our chart is for the market to move up a little bit and then come back down, okay, into this very area of important support, this very level of 83k. And if we break out here during the weekend, then market is going to come back down into this very area of $78,000. So the first point that you should expect the market to move into is this very area right here, which is very, very important because we are seeing a very dull momentum within this very area from the bulls right now. At least we should have seen the market move from here all the way to the upside, even though it has not hit our target of $88,000. This is what we are experiencing right now on our trade that we took on Bitcoin on the Telegram channel. It's still within the entry region, but market has been moving up in profit and coming back into our entry position. And this is what I am expecting right now. And before we can say that the market is going to move upward, I don't think we're going to see a breakout this very weekend above this very area of 86.4k because it's already weakened. If this was Monday and the market was around this very area, I could have said the market have possibility of moving upward, breaking here and enter into the $88,000. But since it's weakened already, the market have more capacity of not breaking out of this very area right here. Rather, market will come back down after a little push upward, come back down into this very area, and a breakout here will send us back into this very point. And this is what you must have to pay attention to right now on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart price action. Expect market to come back down into this very area, and from here market is going to move upward. Nevertheless, market can still break out on this very point of 86.4k, but this is just like 30%, okay? And what I'm expecting right now, the market to just move upward, and we're going to close that very position on Bitcoin either within break even or a little bit of profit for us to relax and have another good setup for Bitcoin. And on the Bitcoin 1-day chart, I am very, very bullish on the long term. Market is still going to move upward on the long term in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I am expecting this very price action to move and break this very level of 88 and come into the area of $90, $91, and $92,000 on the price of Bitcoin on 1-day chart. Look at it right here. Market breakout on this very level of important resistance. We have resistance at this very point. We have resistance right here, resistance at this very point, resistance all over this very area, resistance right here, market breakout of this very resistance. So there may be a retest before the market is going to come upwards. So on the long term, on the 1 day chart, market is going to move upward in the next 1 to 2 weeks into the 90, 91 and $92,000. This is what I am expecting, despite the market have possibility of coming back down and moving upward. This is what you must have to pay attention to as well if you want to be in the right direction of the market, especially on the 1 day chart right now. Finally, on the pi price chart, I am expecting the market to break out on this area first before considering taking a very small position to the upside. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto contents. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment for more crypto updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.